Everyone you know. The wait is over. 98.5 Speed FM.
Catch us if you can.
Stay here with you. You are a rainbow sun. I am a lucky man. I am a lucky man. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky man. I am a lucky man. I am a lucky man. Seasons change, but you're the same. Your love is constant. You've never lost it. Your voice is calling out my name. It makes me miss you, even when I'm with you. Oh, nobody wants to go it alone, and I just wanna stay here with you. I am a lucky man. I am a lucky man. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky man. I am a lucky man. I am a lucky man. I am a lucky man.
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and I'm your host today on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and Speedy Talk is a program for the youth where we talk about things that concern and affect the youth. And today as well, we have from industrial training students who are going to be joining us, and they are going to be introducing themselves, by themselves. And like I said, I am your host today, Marysyntia, together with
Wandoo Tortya
and
Dooshima Josephine.
And today we are going to be talking about lifestyles, fashion, and trend. And you know how it is when it comes to trends. Trends come and go, fashion evolves, lifestyle changes. Now that's normal, right? That is actually normal. But lately it feels like everything is being normalized without questions, without limits, and no one actually says anything about that. So today, let's talk about it. Are these trends shaping our lifestyle in a healthy way, or are people actually doing too much these days and then everyone is just keeping quiet? It's getting normalized, and would it actually get to a point where we would lose ourselves and it becomes out of hands and people would still be quiet? Now, you also can call in to be part of this conversation at any point in time. And the number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That is 0808 427 5464. We are talking about lifestyle, fashion, and trends today on the show. And like I said, it's not myself alone. I am Marysyntia Hangeior, and I'm here with
Wandoo Joyce
and
Dooshima Josephine.
Okay, and as usual, we are going to start from ourselves, here in the studio, and we are going to talk about it bit by bit, actually, because it's a whole lot of things that are getting normalized, things that are changing, and it's not a bad thing for things to actually change, right? But when they get to a point where you even see someone, acting mad on the street, and then it's the fashion or it's the trend, no one is actually saying anything. But first off, Wandoo, let's start with you. What do you think about fashion these days? The way fashion has evolved, things have changed, and anything is actually fashion. Even if someone ties a rope now and come out, it's fashion. So what do you think? Is that something we should actually be normalizing? Are you comfortable with it, like from your own perspective?
Well, fashion is a way of life for people. The way people dress, the way people behave. Fashion is a thing that people wear, like their dresses, the way of life, the way they relate with people. So for now, people have normalized fashion as something that if you don't do, you don't belong. You are not one among people. Like for instance, crop top is everywhere. Everybody wants to look good, want to look sexy, and they put this as a way of belonging. If you are not adapting to their way of life, their style of living,
not adapting to that kind of fashion, then you don't belong. Like,
no, you don't belong. They see you as a Jew, like you don't know anything. Yes.
Okay. So how about you, Dooshima? What do you think about how fashion is today? The place that it is today, that everything is considered fashion. Is that something we should actually be normalizing? Are you comfortable with it as a person?
Just the way Wandoo said, the way we see fashion these days, let me say, fashion is the way people behave, their habits, their dressing, and everything they do, the way they interact with people. But the fashion of these days, let me say, especially with the youth of this generation, everything they say about their clothes, wearing their clothes, the way they even wear their clothes, when you don't wear it like that, they say you are an old school fan. Let me say, just say you are old school. The way they present it, and let me say, those are the things that in some other times they were considered indecent dressing. You see people wearing short things. You even see girls of nowadays wearing tights and walking about in the streets, and then those are the things that were seen as illegal things, or let me say indecent dressing. But once you are not wearing short things, wearing things like crop tops on tights, they take you that you are old fashioned, you don't follow new trend.
And you know that before, people would actually be judging you, even when you come out, you'll be scared of what people are going to say.
Exactly.
But these days, wear your thing and go, and no one actually cares.
I was surprised the last time
Admire
I saw someone. She wore a crop top and then let me say a tight, a very short trouser that let me say you wear inner part of your clothes. And she was telling me that she's going to the market to get some things. Is this okay? I said, for me, it's not good though. For me, if she asks of my opinion, it's good. But she feels comfortable wearing it, it's fine.
And
because
it's just getting normalized.
Yes, and because even if you comment on it, they'll be like, because you are not following them, you don't follow fashion these days, that's why you are condemning their dressing habits. So what I told her simply was that, to me, I can't wear it. It's not good for me. But she feels comfortable, she can wear it. I was even surprised when she changed the outfit. I said, was it because I said it? She said, no. She asked for my comments. So once I said it, she was going to adapt to it.
And now, you know that there are actually a lot of things that are getting normalized. And one of which we are going to talk about today, like I earlier mentioned, is still like the lifestyle. Many young people today feel like listening to elders is outdated. Advice is ignored, experiences brushed aside. There's this mindset of I know better. Like if as an older person, you're even trying to maybe put some words into young people, there's this idea of I know better. Like what do you know? Is it not old generation?
Yes.
Like times have changed and all. But yes, times have changed, but values shouldn't completely disappear, right? Even the way of greeting, let's say now some cultures that they had specifics, you would lie down to greet someone, or
kneel down,
you genuflect to greet someone, and all of that. These days it's just remove my cap. And if someone even tries to call out like this is the way we greet now,
that's
and
the way they greet you.
Yes.
We even hear people say times have changed. Who do you expect to go and lie down after wearing my
clothes and going out, and then you expect me to lie down and greet you as what?
Even ladies they don't bend, they don't kneel as before. They just stand
and wave you and they are going. Shallow greeting, oh.
So what do you have to say though in general? Let's start with you, Dooshima. What do you have to say in general concerning, this changing lifestyle of youth now actually knowing better than adults then, and everything is just going, should we call it south and it's just getting normalized though? Is that something you yourself is comfortable with?
I'm not really comfortable with it, because looking at some other things, like let me say the way youth specifically behave these days, you will see a young girl dressing anyhow and going out in the public. You will see her very comfortable walking about. One of those things, let me say indecent dressings, it reduces your respect. You don't have the respect because somebody will actually address you the way you appear.
Okay.
Because treat yourself as a queen. How on earth will you see a queen dressing very indecent? Because even in movies, you see them adorn themselves with jewelry and wear very royal clothes. You see you'll be addressed as that. Putting on indecent dressing, how do you want somebody to consider you? Before, when you do that, they'll know that yes, strictly this one is a prostitute, or let me say this one is the other way around. That's how they will address you. But these days, youths of nowadays are doing it very often. And then even aside dressing, food, let me say, even the food we eat, there are youths of these days that, let me say, they don't take part in, let me say, hot food. Most of them, they go on snacks. I don't want to take that. They go on salad. I want to eat salad. And you see those of them that are trying to adapt to those lifestyles. If you ask some of them, these are people that even grew up in environments where they were no salad.
Well,
But you see, because they want to just follow the fashion and trend. That's just following the things that are happening around the community. You'll be like, I want salad. I take salad. And when you go there, those are the people that never even knew how salad tasted.
Now there's another thing though. If you talk about in between this fashion and lifestyle, there's also trends. I mean, these two all actually come under it though. But when we talk about trends, you see with especially with social media like the internet, we spoke about the internet sometime. Yes. But now to really go into it, if you talk about trends, you see that with social media, everything is now a trend. I don't know, is it just me who is on that page? Everything. They can even start walking about maybe with toothpick in your ears, and then it becomes a trend.
And they begin to post it. You see somebody sleeping on the bed and then posting me sleeping on the bed. For what? What's like how beneficial it is for the society? I begin to wonder too.
Okay, well, if you have just joined us, this is SPEEDy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And this afternoon on the show, we are talking about lifestyle, fashion, and trends. So what do you think about lifestyle, fashion, and trends in these changing times? Watching the way everything is going from the way it used to be, how everything is just getting normalized. Any kind of lifestyle is getting normalized. No one cares anymore. Anything is fashion. Anything is a trend. What do you think about, this fashion, this lifestyle, these trends that are getting normalized these days? Now, you also can call in to be part of this conversation, and the number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That is 0808 427 5464. Call in and share with us. Have you seen any kind of lifestyle, anything that is pressing that you'd say is getting normalized these days and it wasn't like that before, or some kind of fashion, anything now that people put on is actually just doing fashion and everything has become about trend? That is the trend, and if you're not doing it, you're way behind and you don't know what you're doing. Tell us what you think about this changing lifestyle, fashion, and trend. Number for you to call again is 0808 427 5464. That is 0808 427 5464. Call in and let us hear your thoughts. Now, Wandoo, have you ever seen what's like the most disturbing kind of fashion or trend like that you've actually seen and you're like, how can something like this, everyone is just happy and laughing and getting likes about it?
Well, of recent, I saw a post online. A man wrote that now the trend now is iPhone. Everyone wants to have an iPhone. And before you know, don't be about iPhone again. People be talking about houses, how to get houses, build houses for themselves, marry and settle down. And it really struck me like, now everybody's about iPhone. You see a small girl, a small boy with iPhone, and if you don't have, it's like you don't belong now.
I mean, it's not a bad thing, right?
Yes,
I mean, it's not a bad thing to have, but there's now that pressure where people even say, well, if you don't have, that means you're a Jew girl, you're a Jew boy.
Yes, you don't belong.
So is that like the should I say the most disturbing kind of trend that you have seen recently?
Yes, recently it's about iPhone. Everybody sees iPhone. It's iPhone. That
Hello. Okay, so how about you, Dooshima? What's that maybe disturbing fashion or trend or the kind of lifestyle that you have seen with people? Hold on, hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
This is Barnabas Munga from North Bank.
All right, welcome to the show, Barnabas. So what do you have to say about, these days lifestyle, fashion and trends?
Let me just see what people, let me just put it that what we young men right now we are doing nowadays. The thing is like a fashion. Like this is like a fashion. Let me just put it that way, in that manner. If you do not do it, people will just say, you just put it like that. Let me just say it's Louis. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The thing is like it's a fashion. Young boys this nowadays.
But I think Louis has always been there, right?
Yes, it's been there. It's an old fashioned.
But it has actually increased, right, Barnabas?
Let me just put it like that. Louis now, if right this time, if you just dress and your throne is on your waist, where those people will just classify you as a Jew person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. But I could have just said all those big clothes that we are wearing just nowadays. I could have just said big clothes. And I would just say those big clothes, our forefathers wear it. They call it that time, say fugu. Fugu had it. Those fugu. They are the same thing that we are still wearing. So I could just say the thing that our forefather does not do, and I think is that Louis. Yes.
We are wearing the same thing, but we are doing our own anyhow. Is that what you mean to say? Okay.
Yeah, that is it. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for calling in, Barnabas, to share that with us. Now I think this one, if you ask me, I think this one has been pressing him a lot, because that's the first thing that he talked about when this topic came out. Now, but I kind of get his point though, although that the whole sagging the waist thing has always been there. These days they can even remove it. You go to a point where we start seeing people exaggerating the whole thing, and they'll tie a rope to the trousers and then keep it far. Hello.
Yes, my sister in the studio. I greet you before.
Yes, good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Prince Fadi. But my popular name is MPC and I'm calling from Nabanata.
All right, welcome to the show. So what do you think about these days lifestyle trends and fashion and all of that?
Thank you very much, my sister. You see, I want the public and the young boys understand that what they are doing now, our forefathers done it. But the way we do it now, we call it the new style. Because where I come from, my father won't allow me to put my shoulder down to my waist. So look at it that what we are doing now, our forefathers have done it. Just because we are in the digital era now, that's why we are doing it excess. So to me, I don't love all the things that we young men do these days, because it landed us in the different areas. But we that don't do it, they call it the Jew guys. But the other way around, people respected us, not that they did. Because somebody will start with shoulder, and the box and head will be looking like the road that they are doing at the Yurkura.
Okay.
Very, very well.
Okay.
I appreciate you people for this wonderful topic after this time. You people are doing the great job here in Benue State. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show today. Now we heard him, and he's still on what Barnabas, the first caller Barnabas mentioned earlier. You know, that whole sagging trend. He's saying that it's not like these things were not there before, and like our forefathers also, you know, knew how to follow in the fashion of doing that whole low waist thing. But now people have exaggerated it, and they are doing it way too much.
Yes.
No one, you know how before, let's say, boxers were something that is supposed to be inside. We are not supposed to see it.
Yes,
We are not supposed to see it. But now, someone, you won't be sure the person has belt, but then the belt will be unbuckled, nothing, and he's still trying to like hold on to his trousers so that it will not fall off. But you know, that's not the only thing, right? Dooshima, you were about to tell us, you know, the most disturbing kind of fashion or trend that you've seen recently.
The one I've seen these days is about marriage, especially white wedding. Let me say, youth of these days, once they get married, everything they want to do is get wedded. But the main reason of that wedding is not because they love their wife. They want to, let me say, get married, my wife, stuck together with her forever. They feel everybody's doing white wedding. I want to do things like a shebi, spend money, and then you know that when you are doing wedding, you know that some of your friends bring a gift for you, or let me say some of them support you financially. Some of them are using that these days as a source of gaining money. Other people are doing it these days because they want to feel among, because they feel every responsible man wants to be wedded with his wife.
Okay.
But due to the fact that these marriages, let me say, everybody wants to get married and get wedded, it's not because they love their wife or they want to stay with them forever. But due to the fact that some of them just want to feel among, or just, let me say, use the wedding as a source of gaining money now, there are lots of divorce cases everywhere.
So wedding have become something people are using to gain money.
That is what is trending now.
You people left me back on this one because okay, go on though.
So using that now, there are a lot of divorce cases now, because you see that a guy will not truly know whether I want to spend the rest of my life with this girl, but just because I want to make money, or let me say I have 5 friends, 4 of them have done weddings, it only mean that I will not do wedding. They will now want to follow their friends and do wedding, of which they know very well that they can't end up with that girl, and the end we end up having a lot of divorce cases around. So that's actually, let me say, a youth that has not yet gotten married, but I'm scared of maybe falling into that kind now. I'm really disturbed.
Would really come back to that too, because I think that's something that needs more talk, and something just came to my head right now, and I don't want us to forget. Have you seen this new one of going braless? You know, before it was meant for you resting your chest at home, right? But nowadays, even in the markets, anywhere on the streets, and no one is actually shy. Is it that they remove people's shame? Sometimes I ask that too. Is it that they remove people's shame, and then people kept their shame somewhere, and no one is having shame anymore? What do you think about this too? I hope it's not just me that have seen things like this, that whole braless thing that is trending these days.
I've seen that too several occasions. I wondered and I asked, how will a girl be comfortable like leaving her breast like that and walking aside? Some of them not only do not wear bra, some of them even pants they do not wear. They'll just wear those they'll wear those things like that and be walking about. I will ask, how comfortable can you be? Because let me say, even tights, if you're a kind of person that is used to wearing, let me say, tights and pants all along, when you do not wear your tights, you will feel like maybe you are naked, though you're having a pants on, but you still feel like you are feeling, let me say, being naked. And then when I ask some other people, they say, and this one, that things are very expensive, I cannot go and carry 5,000 and buy bra.
People that person will be holding an iPhone.
I'm telling you. So somebody will be like, I cannot use 5k and buy one bra, let me kukuma rest. And then, do you know that even before, let me say, some people do not wear bra because of chest pain. Some of them will say, I have severe chest pain. But now it's a very, it's a trend that, let me say, youths, girls especially, go about doing it.
I think I also just remembered something, but hold on, let's tell people to be part of us, because I'm sure they will have more more interesting trends and all of that. Now you too can call in to be part of this conversation. We are talking about lifestyle, fashion and trends today on SPEEDy Talk, and I'm with you on the show today. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, together with
Tortya, Wandoo Joyce,
and Dooshima, Josephine.
And like I said, we are talking about lifestyle, fashion and trends. What do you think about this today's lifestyle, fashion and trends, where it's going, where no one actually cares about anything anymore? Everything has become fashion, everything has become a trend, and people are no longer following the way of our parents back then. Everyone will say that's old fashion. Why would I be doing that? You're considered a Jew, like people have been mentioning, if you keep following the old lifestyle and old fashion trends and all of that. So what do you think about how people are normalizing these new day fashion and trends and all of that? Now, number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That is 0808 427 5464. Call in and let us hear your opinion and on what you think about this today's fashion and trends, lifestyle and all of that everyone is busy about. Hello. Okay, we lost that, but not to worry, just reposition and then call us back again and let us hear what you think. Hello.
Yeah. Good evening. This Barnabas calling back.
Okay, welcome back to the show, Barnabas. So what do you think?
Like today, I went to United. I have my junior sister matriculation this today, particular today. So when I went to the United Greek, I was saying, how can we just dress without a blouse? The whole girls that I've seen that place today. I say, Jesus, how like this kind of dressing? How can a man can look you up to hair and toe and get married to? A reasonable person cannot marry all those kind of useless girls. Yes, as I see them today, I just say, for me to get married, ladder, let me just remain single. To get married from that, if we just go to see the truth today, what I see today, I feel like I told my sister that if we try this nonsense, if they try and do it for school, we will not be. If you carry this nonsense, that house will kill you.
Oh, okay. Please don't end anybody's life, shall.
The thing is
our hand no day. Go on.
Is a fashion. Yes, the thing is a fashion to them, those ladies. As it for. So I saw it. I was very, very. When I was coming back, I said, Okada man. So I see how many girls on the room. They know where without their breasts, all they are safe.
Oh, okay. Thank you. We feel your frustration, Barnabas. Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show. We have heard that. Now, you also can call in and contribute to our conversation this afternoon. And the number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my sisters.
Yes, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I am Pastor Christian Hangeior from Logo One.
Welcome to the show.
I want to tell you that you are calling fashion. This is not fashion. Fashion is different from nakedness. How will you, as a woman, to put on clothes and part of your stomach and part of your private part? People outside there are seeing it, and they are saying it's fashion. It's not fashion. It's just nakedness. They just want to naked themselves.
Okay.
Even right now, if you go to the market square, you will see young ladies that are not married. You see them, they will dress, what they are putting on and what they are putting under. You will see their stomach and you see everything. And that thing will be short. And even the shirt they are putting on, it will also be short. So everything you will just see, you will not know that this is a woman. A woman, you have to regard your breast, regard your stomach, and even whatever you are putting on as a trouser or as a short skirt.
Okay.
So what ladies are doing now is simply not fashion, but they are exposing their nakedness.
Okay.
It's not fashion. So I want to tell you that what is happening now, we have not seen it before. When I was growing up, we didn't see this kind of dressing.
Okay.
So the devil is just manifesting in human beings, and it's not fashion. God bless you.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show. We heard him, right? He is talking about that one. We should not even be calling it fashion. But it's like if you go online these days, right? You see some of those things and they tag it like the new fashion. Like everyone is clapping hands and clapping for them and, everything like that. And also, have you seen this whole trend of wearing torn clothes? Or is it just me? Like, if you have seen it talk now,
I've seen it
like,
when there's things like crazy jeans, so they call it crazy jeans.
You
see people wearing it. You see torn on their knees. My grandmother asked, he asked my cousin brother that I say, is it that this trouser is torn, you don't want to throw it away, or is you that tore it because you want to feel like
Oh, okay. Now you know that there was when that came out and you see a little bit of that space. We say, okay, maybe that's the fashion, right? It's fine. But it has gotten to a point that the one that is done is more than someone's complete tie is outside and they are still calling it fashion. Abi is the only me that have seen it. I feel like Wandoo is holding something that she's not saying. No, tell us now. Do you agree with that kind of fashion? What do you think about that?
It's actually not fashion. It's fashion for people, but they are exposing their nakedness. Like, it's not supposed to be. They are exposing themselves for people to see. And there's a saying that you are addressed the way you dress. So people see you the way you dress. If sometimes you might be a good person, but the way you dress, you now convince people that you are not good. I went to a shop and a lady passed without brow, and she wore tie. She wore a very transparent attire dress that was transparent, and people were seeing her whole shape, her whole body, everything was just reviewing her inside. So some guys were like, why would a lady dress like this? This kind of girl, is she a wife material? Will someone look at her as a wife material? So the way we dress addresses us, and most guys, responsible men, will not go for this kind of ladies. Ladies that don't dress corporate, they don't dress well, they expose themselves. They are marketing their selves to these small guys that are not valuable, that don't have anything good to offer. Okay. So as a lady, we have to dress nice, dress corporately.
Now you know that when we keep talking about ladies, it look like the men are left out. You know that it's not just ladies. And when I mentioned that trouser thing, there was a picture of a guy that I saw sometime, and the whole thing, in front was chopped off. There was nothing there, and you could just see his I don't know how to even explain, his entire lap was outside. And then that was considered like nobody was even turning. Me, when I was turning it, I was scared of looking, before people would think, okay, you are just looking at something that is not there. And again, a lifestyle that is getting normalized. If you talk about the guys again, you see this whole hustle culture. I mean, we are all hustling, right? Hustling for money.
Yes.
But there is this someone will help me accord the name. Yahoo. It's a normal thing.
Yes.
Nobody is judging anybody for getting themselves into any illegal stuff. It's hustle now. They even have language for it, and all of that. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Calling from
Oh, speak up louder because we cannot. Okay. Well, reposition and then you can call us back again. Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That is 0808 427 5464. Now, hello. Okay, when it comes to like lifestyle, like we were saying, we're talking about that whole Yahoo thing, right? When it comes to like the lifestyle, how the men or the guys these days, everyone just goes and anyhow, as long as you're getting the money, no one is even questioning, is this money legit? Is this one, like, I don't know, have you experienced that kind of culture where everyone is just normal? This one they hammer, or this one they I don't know the words that they call it, like everything.
Yes.
But then what do you think about that? Because it's actually something too that is trending.
Yes, very often. Like, let me say, in the past, let me say 2 years, if you see a very young guy rich, you say like this one is a Yahoo boy, this one is a Yahoo boy, and then girls, young girls too, will be like, and Yahoo boys are always rich, Yahoo boys are always rich. But you know that their money coming from is very illegal. It's a illegal means of gaining money, and then girls were very attracted to, let me say, them because of the money they receive from them. Because you know, youth of nowadays, what carries their mind to mostly is money issues. Girls get attracted to money, and then boys too know that girls are, you can easily win a girl over with money. So all of them will try to get money, even if it's illegal means, to the extent that there was even something that came out, that Yahoo Plus, that one, it was not only, let me say, cyber crime, it also included rituals too, using girls for their own.
Let's take this call. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Please speak up louder, we can barely hear you.
Okay, I am Godfrey from Boko Road.
Okay, Godfrey.
Marysyntia, good afternoon, and your guest.
Okay, well, we cannot hear you clearly. Maybe we position and then you can call us back again. Now, let's talk about this issue of, back then it used to be like you limit the kind of things that you post, right?
Yes.
But these days, everything, is online. Everything goes on. Nothing is private again. Everything is online, and everyone is. It's like it's a normal thing. I don't know what's like the weirdest thing that you have seen online, Dooshima, that you thought about it. Like, is this one even supposed to be online?
You will see people dancing, let me say, one crazy dance, or you see somebody who just do something stupid and dance one crazy dance that is not even something to even entertain. It's sometimes it will even be something that can even make you to laugh. You see somebody dance so stupidly and post online because I just want to post. So it baffles me a lot.
Okay, when you even talk about dancing, some dances are for like entertainment, but there are some extreme ones where
like
I don't know who is seeing this whole trend of step now. Is it only me that is seeing it?
Dance steps. You see somebody just do a 2 minutes video and then
everybody
just a particular dance step.
Everybody is a stepper.
Yes.
I don't know. It's not even dancer they are calling. There's one category they are calling stepper these days. But I'll leave that talk for when you guys actually maybe see something like that. Then we can actually talk about it. And then there's something else about zodiac signs, right?
Yes.
Where someone will say everyone can just defend their anger.
Yes.
And well, and act anyhow, and somebody will defending it like that person is a Scorpio, that person is a Virgo, that's how they act.
Leo,
fear Leos, their actions are justified. That's just how they are built, or stuff like that.
Use zodiac signs to defend their actions.
Do you guys know your zodiac sign? Do you have zodiac sign? Because there are people that don't believe in that. So what about you? Do you have a zodiac sign?
I don't believe it. I don't know whether it's true. When it was over trending, I decided to check mine, but actually I've forgotten about it now because I don't even know whether it really exists, or I don't know whether it's really follows.
That's not something that you focused on.
Yes. So I didn't probably focus on it, but when it was over trendy, I said let me just check. I checked and then I just brushed it off because it wasn't something of my interest. So I don't even know which one I belong.
Okay. Well, anyway, let's talk about one last thing actually before we go, because time is against us. And now there's something where jumping into adult responsibilities or lifestyles too early, and no one is it's actually getting normalized. Anyone can just stand up and say I am taking myself to the hospital, I am doing, how back then it was more like if you even maybe you're feeling ill and you have to go and check yourself, your mom is accompanying you to go, or I am starting alcohol and the person is just 16, the person is just 13, smoking. I'm going to smoke, like I'm making that decision, or anything like that, or I am moving out of the house. Especially when you speak about responsibility, I'm moving out of the house to go and stay alone, and some parents will not actually even care about it, like if you're capable. And someone won't mention something that some parents, if you are seeing money like if they are seeing the money that the children are bringing, then it's nothing to them, like you can go and stay anywhere you want to stay and all of that. Exactly. So let's hear your comments quickly on that before we go. Wandoo, let's hear you.
Well, it's as for me, for parents, you have to know where the source of money is coming from, where your child is getting money from. Don't just leave your child carelessly to go and hustle or look for stay anywhere
I mean,
that you
hustling
don't.
is not a bad thing, right?
Yes.
But you know that one of this person is just how old? My child is just my child is just 15 years old, and then he or she is telling you that I want to go and live on my own. I'm tired of doing all this. Every time people are giving me a plate to wash. Do you know who I am among my friends? You know how it is like that. And then it's like a free world. And that 15-year-old is out there indulging in whatever he wants to do. And then no one is saying anything. You know, let's hear you also, Dooshima. What do you think about that?
What I think about that is that the way parents these days, let me say, some parents now, the way they get attracted to money, there are some parents that you can actually buy them with money. Once their children have that means of, let me say, getting money, they allow them to do whatever they want. I know of a 13-year-old boy living next to me. The mom will say, we around knew that the boy was into Yahoo. But I don't know whether she knew. But sometimes she will say, she don't know what the boy is doing, no. But the boy used to have money. He used to do things like 500,000, 600,000. But even if his business, his son is involved in, the business is giving him a lot of money. He has luck, all those kind of things, and she'll not even be bothered from it. And you know, some parents, once you lavish them with money, or let me say, doing things for them, giving them money whenever they ask for, not really when they ask for some parents, you can actually buy them with money.
So
once
do
you show them,
so
they
do
don't
you
ask
think
for
that
anything.
everything is completely like bad and you know it's just leading us to our doom, or is it something that maybe you think of there should be like a balance to how much maybe people do some of these things and all of that, or is everything completely bad to you?
You should be able to balance it. One, you should be able to know what, like, let me say, if your child is getting money, you should be able to know the source of income, where the income is coming from.
So how about the youths like themselves, when it comes to following all this fashion and trends and everything like that? I mean, once in a while someone wants to feel like a human being, right? You're also doing some
Yes.
So where should that balance come in?
Before you do anything, you should be able to know the difference between bad and good. While growing up, you should be able to differentiate what is good for you and what is not good for you. Some youths, let me say, they do it because of peer pressure, because my mates are doing it, I want to do it. But to the youth specifically, I would say it's not everything you get yourself engaged in. It's not everything, because some other things can even lead you to untimely deaths. There are some other things that when you do, you don't have to do them just because your mates are doing it. You have to do, one, you have to know your respect, you have to know your worth, you have to know your morals, you have to know where you are coming from. Those are the things that you have at the back of your mind before embarking on something.
Okay.
So if you know that something is not going to yield you anything, yes, there are some things that you can do, you can get money, but are you really worth it? Do you know where you are coming from? Is it going to tarnish your background? Where are you coming from? Are you going to be a disgrace to your parents and to your community at large? So those kind of things you should be able to have in mind.
So let's hear you quickly, Wandoo, before we go.
As she said, peer pressure.
Peer pressure.
Yes. Peer pressure can lead you to so many things that you didn't plan to, you didn't want to engage yourself into, but because your mates are doing, your friends are doing, you want to be among, you want to feel among, you want to follow them and do, which is wrong. You should just follow your instincts, like follow your self-worth. If you know your self-worth, you do as it's good for you, not the way people feel or what people think about you.
Just follow everything blindly.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so well, we have come to the end of Speedy Talk for today. Now, this conversation isn't about rejecting fashion, trends, or modern life. It's about balance. It's about knowing when expression becomes excess, when freedom becomes carelessness, and when trends begin to, replace values, because not everything that trends is good, not everything that's popular is right, and not everything that's normalized should be accepted without thought. So as we go through life, especially as young people, it's worth asking ourselves, am I following this because it makes sense, or just because everyone is doing it? And as you go about the rest of your day today, don't forget to remember to stay true to yourself and also value your morals. And coming up next at 3:55 p.m, if today is your birthday, then Speedy Kids are going to be wishing you a happy birthday. And also up next at 4 p.m, the Speed Lane comes on. This has been Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I've been your host on the show today. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, together with
Tortya, Wandoo Joyce,
and Dooshima, Josephine, Icheen.
And together we are saying bye.
Radio is magic. Radio transmits fast and far in seconds. As King Radio takes your business